From fulfilling lifelong dreams and diamond jewels to Pokemon cards, these NFL players have spent their first check like crazy. Starting with Cam Newton, who spent his first check on clothes that he had just used once. Early in his NFL career, Cam Newton's lavish spending habits were made public, especially his love of overspending expensive clothes. After being selected first overall, he almost spent his whole first salary on shopping. During his first season, Cam wowed spectators and fashionistas alike with his colorful, varied clothing, frequently donning eye-catching Versace costumes. He never appeared to wear the same thing again, even though some of his selections caused people to scoff. Cam's buying spree continued despite criticism of his style. His wardrobe filled his house with so much clothing that it accessed the 2 storage stories. Eventually, it became clear how much money he spent. More than $1 million for clothing that would only be worn once. Here was the most excellent NFL player, yet he was about to be broke because he was obsessed with sneakers. Travis Kelce's early spending habits almost put him in financial danger. As a self-described sneakerhead, Kelce's infatuation with footwear skyrocketed after seeing Back to the Future and Marty McFly's famed rechargeable Nikes, which shone like a prop from a science fiction film. Kelce stated in his weekly New Heights podcast, "I had my eyes on a pair of size 13 Nike Air Mag Marty McFlys, the coolest shoes I'd ever seen. As soon as I got my check, I immediately went online and sourced them." The limited edition sneakers, which are exact copies of the futuristic footwear Michael J. Fox wore in Back to the Future Part 2, cost Kelce around $10,000. There were only ever 1,500 pairs manufactured. Even though they were expensive, Kelce was determined to personalize them, even if it meant blowing his first salary on these highly sought-after Nike Air Mags. At first, he took to social media to proudly display his highly cherished sneakers, even going so far as to call himself Travie McFly about the movie. On the podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce, Kelce stated, "I've always been a big Nike guy, and then, watching Back to the Future so many freaking times, god damn it, those were sweet." The sneakers proved to be a wise purchase because they sell for between $20,000 and $30,000 on websites that handle reseller and auction sales.
My friend had a chain, and I was like, dang, man, that's a nice chain.
In a necklace?
I never had jewelry.
Unlike Travis Kelce, who indulged in extravagant spending, Gronk kept on to his first NFL salary for an incredible 8 years. Rob Gronkowski is the most sensible athlete in NFL history due to his well-established reputation for economics. His motto was to preserve every cent he received from sponsorships and his NFL contract. But one fateful night, Gronk gave in to the temptation of overindulging while partying with pals dressed up in gaudy jewelry. During a broadcast of Uninterrupted's Kneading Dough, featuring Maverick Carter as the host, Gronkowski verified that he continues to save the entirety of his NFL paycheck, which reached a maximum of $4 million in 2017.
I mean, I still gotta buy this. There is one thing. It's really, really pricey. It's the private jets. That was my first thing I ever gotten. I love it, and it feels good. I know why people got jewelry. Now I understand why.
He did buy that diamond necklace eventually, but the price is unknown.
I finally got one, and I love this puppy.
It looks good, too.
But Alvin Kamara chose a brilliant piece of jewelry that makes his grin every time you see it, which is a novel approach for his first jewelry purchase. After Kamara saw Johnny D, a well-known jeweler, his teeth had a fantastic makeover. A whole VVS diamond grill was placed on them. With so many diamonds set inside the grill, so many that Kamara himself lost count, the workmanship was flawless. In 2019, Kamara said, "There's so many diamonds in there, we can't even count." The sheer brilliance of it attracted spectators, and there was no denying the shine. Kamara showed off his investment with every beaming smile, which is a credit to his unique flair and elegance. Although Kamara's diamond-encrusted grill cost a whopping $20,000, it was only a peek into the opulent world of NFL players and their fondness for high-end accessories. Yet this is not even close to how much Micah Parsons spent on his famous diamond-studded cowboy shirt to transform his passion for the game into a stunning show of wealth. Although Parsons was first recognized for wearing the number 11 Cowboys jersey on the field, he took game day dressing to a whole new level by having a personalized diamond version made. Encrusted with a breathtaking 30 carats of white diamonds and painstakingly designed to highlight his jersey number in vivid blue, Parsons' glittering masterpiece shot to fame right away. What's the cost of that kind of luxury? A nice $50,000. Shop GLD's creator, Christian Johnson, designed the piece of art. Johnson told TMZ, "Mike has been working with me and GLD for a few years. We've actually made all of his jewelry, and he's become a great friend since we met about 5 years ago." One of the quickest quarterbacks in history, Lamar Jackson, trailed Super Bowl winner and seasoned player Joe Flacco in 2018 before making his debut as a starter in 2019. Lamar didn't take long to shatter records, but he was already having an impact prior to being well known. Lamar was questioned about the benefits of being a professional athlete in an interview that took place not long after he began playing backup quarterback in 2018. He told ESPN, "I get to buy my parents a house." As promised, Lamar started the process of buying a home in Baltimore, demonstrating his long-term dedication to both the club and the neighborhood. Lamar went to Miami with the sole goal of honoring that legendary performance after receiving his first NFL paycheck. Renowned for their exquisite craftsmanship, Lamar commissioned a $100,000 diamond chain and pendant from Stax Custom Jewelry. The 285 grams of solid gold piece has a distinctive square Cuban link chain, a symbol of Stax's artisanal skill, and was set with 25 carats of diamonds, an exquisitely designed necklace that captures Lamar's leap that defies gravity. But Pat Surtain II spent triple when the emerging star of the New England Patriots, better known by his nickname PS2, chose to immortalize his given name in an incredible piece of jewelry. The diamond-studded PS2 controller necklace blurs the boundaries between gaming and glamour.
It took about 2 months to make, over 300 grams of gold, 80 carats of diamonds. This is a heavy hitter. When I met Pat, his nickname was Pat Surtain II. I saw in his bio it said PS2. For the draft night, we were like, yo, let's make a PS2 controller. These analog sticks actually move. The buttons are really cool because this thing lights up. This is what people would call a piece that just has no budget. This piece overall.
However, the stunning feature of the controller really lights up, which makes this item stand out. One more player, Breece Hall, spent double for his chain. Breece Hall made news when he bought jewelry to share his accomplishments and enthusiasm with his supporters, rather than just for personal decoration. Choosing a necklace with his initials BH, Hall didn't cut corners in producing an exquisite work of art. At $300,000, this exquisitely crafted chain, covered in claws, set in diamonds, and had ruby scratch marks, was an incredible piece of art. Motivated to return the favor to his fans, he used the money he had spent on jewelry to start his own cereal company. Fans received a copy of his distinctive chain inside each box they purchased. Millions of people could participate in his achievement thanks to this gesture, which gave them a natural way to interact with their hero and the opportunity to flex like him. Our next NFL player, Blake Martinez's incredible journey from football player to master Pokemon card collector is one of dedication. Martinez saved every dime for his cherished Pokemon card collection since childhood, gathering thousands of cards with immeasurable personal worth through tasks. He never lost interest in Pokemon, though in fact he retired from the NFL to become an all-time Pokemon collector. Martinez saw a chance to merge his childhood love with his newfound money as his NFL career took off, and his bank account grew with each hefty deal. In July 2022, Martinez founded Blake's Breaks, a business that sells Pokemon cards on the Whatnot platform. According to CNBC Make It, Martinez has already generated more than $5 million from the venture. Martinez claimed to have begun it as a side project during the COVID-19 pandemic, but he had a personal history with Pokemon cards from his childhood when he used to collect them. "Every single day when I wake up, my shoulder doesn't hurt and my back doesn't hurt anymore," Martinez told CNBC Make It. "When all that hurts are my fingers from opening like 1,000 packs of cards per day, I think I'm gonna keep doing this." Instead of spending his first check on extravagant mansions, this NFL player spent it to live on wheels. Even after agreeing to a whopping $97 million deal, Humphrey lived less conventionally, spending just $50,000 on a mobile home.
My dad was like, "Why don't you get a camper?" I was like, "You know, I'm gonna get a camper." So this has been my off-season crib, as you see.
Humphrey enthusiastically embraces the traveling lifestyle and finds comfort in the broad road. Another NFL player who spent his first check for his dream mansion. Being an authentic sight to the richness that comes with NFL greatness, Aaron Donald's home in one of the most exclusive districts in the world is truly breathtaking. The house's grandeur greets you as soon as you approach the front, laying the groundwork for a fantastic living experience. The visitors are welcomed with an actual shrine honoring legendary NFL players. The walls are covered in autographed football jerseys from legendary players, trophies, and game balls honoring Donald's stellar career highlights. The inside is filled with opulent features, such as a game room for amusement, a large kitchen suitable for a chef, and even a particular area for spontaneous haircuts whenever his barber comes by. But what really makes Donald's home unique is the outside. A luxurious basketball court entices hoopsters and a captivating pool that evokes thoughts of an opulent resort. This magnificent mansion is tucked away inside the gates of the Calabasas. However, the cost of this indulgence is high. Donald's finances suffered greatly because the property was worth an incredible $6 million. But not every NFL player buys a home for their own living. Saquon Barkley did something very heartwarming. During a passionate shoe shopping episode with Complex, Barkley shared his objectives in a moving moment. Barkley fulfilled his ambitions quickly after announcing them to the public, as he had promised. Barkley posted a heartfelt photo of themselves standing proudly in front of their new house. It's a stately residence with a grand entryway akin to a castle, numerous levels, a roomy kitchen, and a large yard with a swimming pool. Barkley's parents' $425,000 home was worth far less than the incalculable love and appreciation he had for them. It's crucial to remember that every player makes extremely personal financial decisions that are impacted by their background, level of economic understanding, and goals for the future. Ultimately, how NFL players spend their first large salary reflects their beliefs, goals, and awareness of their newfound financial situation.